One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Ruston, Louisiana, Joe IA Stadium, home to the Bulldogs of Louisiana Tech. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UTEP Miners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and will be underway. Bringing it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and, boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. To the ground with the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. All right, guys, let's chat about Louisiana Tech. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dropping back, it's Howard. Right on the money. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Give to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Howard. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He fires to the left side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haas. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll leave it with him. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Coming up, fourth down.
That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, turning it on. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Troy went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Trojans team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Makes the grab. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. On the run, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Miners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And
Third and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
On target. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Howard. Caught behind the line, it's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got it along the sideline. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grab near the sticks. It's Simon. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass, it's Howard. Oh, he makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Let's go! Snaps it in the shotgun. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
One more snap coming before halftime. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
29 Philly.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Howard. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Miners will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work.
Get set, get set.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Simon. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To the air, it's Howard. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Handoff to the single running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's Ball. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Hobbs. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Under fire. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love when my wide receiver sees the coverage, sits it down, understands its zone, runs the curl, catches the ball, and then gets upfield and gets some positive yards.
And the Miners are flying down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Miners! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gonna run it. It's Ball. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. And
oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. A little screen to the running back. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for him.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. Powers through the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
The Miners will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He wants it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for... On second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Calls his own number. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run, sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Howard. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Deep into the fourth quarter of this game, down by 6, they'll have to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man on the left. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? He now has 91 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his field.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UTEP. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, they don't meet and cough. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll